Yo, what is up, people on the internet? Today we're back out here working on the 240. So now with spring coming full force, we are looking at having actual better weather to drive. And I've been trying to drive this car as much as possible. I've started to daily it, mostly just to get like seat time, road time in this car, because, well, when I finished the swap and got her back on the road and everything last fall, I didn't really have much time to drive it. So it's still kind of a unfamiliar driving experience to me. I'm not like fully comfortable in the car yet, and with the drift event coming up, I want to get used to the car and work on getting everything like dialed in. Personally, for me, driving it will make me finish all the little things that normally wouldn't bother me if I didn't drive it all the time, but now that I am, it's actually forcing me to finish the build, which is, you know, good. So in today's video, we're going to address one of the main things that I interact with the most in the car. It's directly part of the driving experience, and that is my shifter. So when I bought the swap for this car, it came, of course, with the transmission, but it came with this cheap short shifter. If I put it in gear, like that's first, and there is a ton of play in all the gears. It feels like crap. It is a cheap Chinese short shifter, and the thing is, it's a genuine SR box. The transmission is out of an S15, just like the motor, and it's just, the short shifter leaves a lot to be desired, just in like actual quality wise. It just doesn't function very well. So we're going to go back to a solid base, and we are going to rebuild an OEM shifter to put back in this car. So if we go in to the workbench, I'll show you what I have. So here we are at the workbench. You can see we have a original OEM small box Nissan shifter, and we have some goodies to properly rebuild this to OEM specifications, actually a little bit better because we have some upgraded parts, but these few little parts will actually make this shifter brand new. So disassembly of one of these shifters is pretty straightforward. I don't have the right tool for this, of course, so I got to make this work. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but all right. Finally got that out after modifying myself a pair of snap ring pliers. Now we take everything out. Now that we have the actual shifter out, we have this retainer that's holding in the cup. We do have a brand new retainer as well as the cups. Well, we will be replacing those, but we got to get this out. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess watch your eyeballs because I just launched that clip across the shop. Alrighty, now that we have removed and retrieved our retainer, the cup should just go ahead and kind of pop out here. Now we have the actual plate disassembled. Next step is to remove the bushing off the shifter. This can be a little tricky. Grab a set of pliers. Well, I did that off camera by accident, but just grab the side of it and rotated her off. So old bushing is off. And now we can go ahead and reassemble this with all our new parts. All these parts should be greased as you're putting everything together. Tricky part now is going to be this top retainer, but we just have to get it started and not fling it across the shop. Next part that might give us a little issue is putting the new solid brass bushing on the shifter, but we're going to grease all this up and get it on the table and press it. Yeah, that was actually pretty easy. It looks like they make that to work in our favor. Now we got that on there. We're going to just grease the ball up a bunch so we can put this in the new pivot cup, and everything will be smooth rolling. Snap ring is in. I can notice right off the rip that the vertical play in the shifter is completely gone. So the new spring, cup, and retainer and everything is working as it should, as expected. We now have the shifter completely rebuilt and ready to be swapped into the car. But there's one issue, and that issue is, as you can tell, it got super dark and cold. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this video back up tomorrow. All right, it is a fresh day. The sun is actually out. So today's actually supposed to be fairly decent, which is cool. because it's kind of been hard working on the cars. The temperature has been fluctuating and we're kind of tired of being cold, and it doesn't really help with the motivation to finish the builds. But today, much nicer, which is awesome. So we're gonna hop back into the 240 and we're gonna go ahead and actually address getting the junkie shifter out of the car. All right, ignore the wires for my gauge. I haven't properly installed that yet. Should kind of just come right out. Oh yeah. It is definitely part of the reason the cup is stuck down in there. That's cool. I'm sure that'll be fun to fish out. All right, I changed the angle so you guys can maybe see a little bit better what I'm doing. The pivot cup is stuck down inside the transmission. Oh wow, that was actually easier than I expected. That's probably half the reason why this felt like junk, because everything in there was loose. All right, before we put this in the car for good, just got to clean off this mating surface a little bit and get some RTV on it. So while we wait for the RTV to set up just a little bit, we can actually go over to our counter. If you don't know what I'm talking about, so over here in the corner, we have this counter. This is counting down the days to our first drift event that we finally signed up for. And we figured it'd be a good idea to have that number in our face. Instead of sitting here watching Drift Tengoku all the time, we'll have something to remind us. So we are down to 63 days. Also, my grandma and grandpa got me this light up LED-esque moon eyes sign for Christmas. This thing's pretty cool. The 63 days isn't too bad for my car because my car's like pretty much ready, so to say. I could manage a track day. There's stuff I want to improve on and get the car ready for. But Trent's car, well, you can see it's still in a decrepit state. Slowly getting there, but we work on it when we can, and warmer weather, we're getting more motivated to get this list finished. But we're working on my car today, so this is all probably tacked up. Let's get it in the car. Back in the car, got the rebuilt OE shifter ready to go in. Be careful not to make a mess. Come on. Oh, there we go. Just needed to be lined up. Boom. Perfect. Let me get the rag again. Oh yeah. Wow. It feels like what it's supposed to feel like. The old one was clunky and like felt like you were forcing it into gears. Like this actually falls, oh my goodness. Quite an improvement. No vertical play. The old one would go up and down and it falls right into gear. Reverse feels good, just at a standstill. We'll have to see what it's like driving it, but speaking of driving it, let's take it for your test drive. That is so much better. All right, made it to the end of my road. I live on a dirt road, so I got to take it easy. But that's the that's a little give and take for living out in the middle of nowhere. favor. Rebuild your shifter. It'll make you enjoy your driving of your car so much. Don't want to romp on her too hard because we're still technically kind of cold. Nah, we're getting up to temp now. Maybe stop and get a thumbnail here. Four ways on. Alright. Let's split. Taking around the little block. Stuff like that window rattling and squeaking is what I mean about daily driving the car, to basically force myself to work out all the quirks and little things that wouldn't normally drive me crazy with the car just sitting. It'll force me to actually fix things, like the shifter. I drove it for 2 days and I was like, I cannot do this shifter. Dug out the parts that I already ordered and now we got it done. And it feels so good. So good. Did you miss me, buddy? I told you I'd be right back. Yeah. Yeah. You go, boy. You go, boy. You sit. Yeti sit. Yeti shake. Yeti speak. Go, boy. All right, well, the rebuilt shifter feels so good, so much better. If you guys are contemplating on doing it, go ahead and do it. You can get all this stuff right on GK Tech. Not a promotion or anything. They just have good stuff for drivers, from what I understand. So drivers support drivers. But other than that, there's tons of stuff to do on the car. Still got plenty left in this beautiful day. I do need to edit this and get it up for you guys to watch. So